Hey everyone, it's me, Stephanie Nietzsche. Here I am in Hudson Valley. I got away a little bit. I just published a short story last week, and I said, you know what? It's time to write another. It's kind of fast, right? But it takes time. And here I am. I have my laptop. I'm in a hotel. I have my desk. And while I'm trying to write my story, my mind is wandering, because that's what happens when you write. You just start thinking of things, and sometimes your mind just wanders. It goes off of the story and off to real life. So this is what I wanted to talk about. When we went away last month, we wanted to pick up a bottle of wine. So we went to the liquor store, and we get one bottle, and we go to the counter, and as the cashier is ringing up our bottle of wine, I notice on the counter it says tip cup, and there's a tip cup there. And I can't see inside because it's not clear. And I didn't look inside either. So I don't know if there were any tips in there. But I said to myself, now don't get mad at me when I say this, because I've seen other people ask this very same question. But isn't your salary what pays you to ring up the customer and put the merchandise in a bag that the customer may have to pay for as well? You don't even get a bag for free anymore. And I shouldn't even say for free. You don't even get a bag with your purchase to carry your purchase out anymore. Sometimes you have to pay for it, and you would think it would just go. Like if you order a sandwich, you don't pay extra for the bread that it's on because it's a sandwich, right? So you would suppose or expect the bag would come with the merchandise. But anyway, so then I said to myself, is this cashier the owner of the establishment, and he's asking for tips for, ringing up and bagging someone's stuff? So I didn't know what the story was with that, but then that made me think of something else. When I used to get my hair cut, I used to go to different places, and sometimes the owner of the shop would cut my hair. Now, I was always led to believe that some owners found it offensive if you tipped them because they were the owner, not the employee. They owned the shop. Hopefully, they made good money. But, as far as stylist goes, as far as a hair salon goes, usually doesn't the owner make the money from the stylist because they rent the chair or whatever deal that they have with them? So that kind of put me in a weird position, because I used to say to myself, well, if I don't tip and I like the way they did my hair and I come back, they may say, hey, this girl is a cheapskate and they're not going to give me a good haircut. Or, I don't know, I'm just going to look like the customer that doesn't tip. So, but they were the owner and they didn't mind taking the tip. So that made me also uncomfortable. And then that made me think of when we go to, let's say a deli, and we order breakfast or we order a sandwich, and the person behind the counter, there's a tip cup. And the person behind the counter sees you add something, contribute something to the tip cup, but they don't acknowledge it. They don't say thank you. They don't give you a head nod or a thumbs up. They don't do anything. Now, how do you feel about that? I feel if someone is giving something extra, that there should be some kind of acknowledgement there, some kind of thanks, some kind of gratitude. I mean, that's how I think. If the customer's giving the money, they're showing appreciation for the service that the person is giving, or they're just saying to themselves, I'm gonna throw my change or whatever it is, a couple singles into this cup. So shouldn't there be some kind of acknowledgement there? Also, if the person behind the counter acknowledges the tip and says thank you or looks very happy about it, don't you think that that's going to cause a ripple effect, and that's going to make the other customers, or maybe not make them, encourage the other customers behind that customer to also give a tip, because they see how grateful the register person is, the counter person, for getting the tip, right? And everybody wants to feel good and feel like they're doing something good, right? Do you agree with that? And now if the person behind the counter doesn't acknowledge the tip and you go in that deli again, are you going to say to yourself, well, I don't feel like my tip, my hard-earned money, I don't feel like that was appreciated. So why am I going to give this person anything, right? Do you feel like that also? So out of those three things, do you agree with 1, 2, 3? How do you feel about that? And where is the funniest place that you saw a tip cup? And do you think a tip, ringing somebody up and putting their merchandise in a bag, do you think that warrants a tip? Do you feel like you're kind of like obligated or bullied into giving a tip if you see a tip cup on the counter? I don't know. These are just things that I'm asking. I'm not trying to, take money away from anyone or anything like that. But as a writer, these are stories that come up in my mind. These are scenarios. These are scenes. These are things that happen. I would love to know your thoughts on that. So, yeah. Now, if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up for the like, and if you want to see more videos like this, why not subscribe and hit the little notification bell? In the meantime, I'm Stephanie Nietzsche. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you right here on YouTube next time.